The wars of Indian history, reality, politics, and myth history is not just a collection of past events, it is also a game of power. It is the selection of stories we choose to tell and those we choose to hide. Recently, a film about Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj has sparked a new debate about historical truth. But the real question is, why do these changes in history happen? Who decides which story we should believe? To understand this, we must go back to the colonial era. The British rulers did not just take control of India's land, they also took control of its history. British historians divided Indian history into three parts: Hindu, Muslim, and British. According to them, India was once a glorious Hindu civilization, then Muslim rulers came and disrupted it, and finally, the British arrived as its saviors. This was not just a misunderstanding but a clever strategy. The goal was to create a permanent divide between Hindus and Muslims. But surprisingly, when the freedom movement began, Indian nationalists also adopted these colonial ideas. As the independence movement gained momentum, Indian intellectuals started reshaping history to inspire national pride. Stories of bravery and resistance became more prominent, but in this process, the line between reality and mythology began to blur. For example, Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay used ancient Hindu texts like the Mahabharata to revive India's lost martial heritage. Like European nations, Indian intellectuals used myths to construct their identity. But a major drawback of this approach was that it reinforced the idea that India's past was always a purely Hindu civilization, which was later disrupted by foreign invaders. After independence, India faced another challenge: how to write a history free from colonial influence. Jawaharlal Nehru presented India as a civilization rooted in the Vedas, Upanishads, and other ancient texts. This idea was necessary to keep the country united, but it also strengthened the perception that India was fundamentally a Hindu civilization. Meanwhile, the Archaeological Survey of India, ASI, continued its search for evidence of ancient India. Some discoveries were truly significant, but certain research projects were driven by political motives, such as the search for the Saraswati River and the identification of sites from the Ramayana and Mahabharata. But the biggest transformation has come in recent years. Today, history is not just written in textbooks, it is rewritten daily on social media. Misinformation spreads rapidly, and anyone who questions it is immediately labeled as anti-national or accused of distorting history. It is no longer about historical facts, it has become a battle for narrative control. And this is dangerous. When we stop asking questions, we lose the ability to understand the truth. History is not just the story of the past, it is the foundation of national identity. When we distort history, we create misunderstandings about ourselves. And when politics takes control of our history, we repeat the same mistakes instead of learning from the past. So what can we do? First, we must prioritize research over rumors. Second, we must demand historical accuracy in films, textbooks, and the media. And third, we must develop the habit of asking questions, because the truth is always more complex than the myths we are told. India's historical journey is not over yet. The question is, do we want to know the truth, or do we only want to believe what we are told? Share your opinion in the comments below, and if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.